Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me what I'm owed, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on what I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right. Yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a black boy joy. She wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah.
All right, we are back on a freaking Monday. Ugh. Mondays, fun days. What's good, everybody? Good morning. Appreciate you guys happening as always. Hope everyone had an amazing Mother's Day weekend. Appreciate you guys all tapping in as always. Monday starting on a new week, getting to mid-May, dude. It's already a mid-May, midway to May. What it do, everybody? What's good? What's happening? What's up? Did you take a girl to the club? What's good? What up, Filipino Beast? Mr. 843 in the building. What's good? Johnny Wick in the building. Chevy Rides. Rami. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Skinner, Florida. Treyway, what's good? Big Ron's Kick. Sublo, bro. What up, Tito? Rob Vicious in the building. Treyway. Ariel, Chevy Rides, Adriel, Scene Lover. Good morning. Ghost Rider, Jay Bays. What up, dude? RPK in the building. Mr. 843. Marcus. The birthday week has begun, Rami says. There you go. Keep me laced. What it do? Ranfu, what I do, my guy. Treyway, Sonu, what up, dude? Is that what happens like whenever it's like, you know, when you guys celebrate your birthdays? It's like it's birthday month or it's like birthday week. That's like, bro, it's like for me, like, oh yeah, my birthday's in like a couple days. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd be like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Just here to like the video. What up, James in the building? Antonio, good morning. J Million, what up, dude? Corey. P Finesse, good morning. Poke Baby in the building, what's good? Good morning. Failed, wow, you're up. Larry, you're up early this morning. What up, dude? Good morning. You're in the chat early. Just do it. What up, dude? Gino in the building, good morning. What up? How you doing, guys? Did everyone have a good weekend? Bro, let me tell you guys something. Dude, I had, for some reason, I don't know what it is, the weekend went by so quick. Nice guy Mike, what up, dude? Barbecue Drew in the building. Birthday pass, there you go. Jizzy, what up, dude? Good morning. What up? Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Ghostly in the building, what's good? Buddy Rock, good morning. Tony, good morning. King Jack, nah, just cool, it's my birthday and buy me a pair of shoes and a whole fit. There you go. Jordan, what up? Present. Mario in the building. Puma, ate too much, huh? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, we spent a lot of money over the weekend. I'm not gonna hold you. We went down to like multiple like food areas yesterday. I mainly like I didn't really do much on Saturday. Jake B, what up, dude? Chris Troutman, good morning. Marquise, good morning. Sup Bowl, what up, dude? When these cements dropping? So yeah, this week, chat, you guys already know when it comes down. What up, Ren? When it comes down to Mondays, Mondays is normally the week, the day that we kind of go through what's going to be dropping this week, what to expect. Normally Mondays are pretty chill. You know, obviously a lot of guys are probably getting back to work, slowly getting back to work in the groove, and then obviously like probably like Tuesday, Wednesday, most likely like Wednesday, we kind of see what's kind of going down. Marquise, what up, dude? Trey in the building, what's good? Vince, good morning. Clowner in the building, what's good? Rob Vicious had 2 buzz balls, felt great. There you go, Rob. Danger Production, what up? Ramon in the building, good morning. But this week seems a little bit more chill. I think it won't pick up until probably Wednesday. I think Trinidad, what up, dude? Sneaker Cop in the building. I think it won't pick up until probably around Wednesday, I think, because like the next like shoe that's dropping is not until literally the Travises, right? Travises are dropping this Friday. They got loaded up on the Nike sneakers app. I don't know why it keeps doing that, bro. But it finally got loaded up on the Nike sneakers app, $170, and they're dropping on the 16th. We will most likely have the stock numbers for these for this weekend. Obviously, these will probably drop on the Travis Scott website. I just don't know when. So JD, what's it called? Excuse me, not JD Sports. But yeah, Travis Scott will probably most likely drop these on the Travis site. Probably around what, Wednesday, Thursday maybe. These might probably drop. I don't know. They'll randomly drop a raffle sometime this week for these shoes. So I'm actually surprised they got loaded up like early. I would think that they probably would have waited until the Travis Scott website would drop, but I think Nike really knows that there's not much like high in demand for these. These most likely will be still limited, but won't have a whole lot of pairs out there. Good morning, family. My Jumpman Jacks are finally out for delivery. There you go. Early White Cement 4's numbers showed 90,000 on sneakers app. Rami says, there you go. I figured because like they obviously didn't do no shock drop, and plus like I think this week too, since obviously nothing's really going on until probably like Thursday. White Cement Jordan 4s, like I said, from what I've heard, that there's going to be an exclusive access sometime this week. I'm not sure what day, but there should be an exclusive access for the White Cement 4s. Treyway, what up, dude? Too legit to quit in the building. Good morning. What's goody? What up, dude? Are you going for the J3 Seoul 2.0s? Probably not. I'm not a big fan of them. I thought they were supposed to drop what? When are those shoes supposed to drop? Those 3s? Aren't those supposed to drop on the 16th? Rob, what up, dude? Got my daughter a Labubu finally. There you go, J Main. How you feel? You got your Labubu. Plus, the Air Jordan 12 Mellows are dropping this week. Obviously, there is a exclusive access symbol on there, and it looks like there will be EA for these 12s this week. So we got some stuff, all right? So tomorrow, possibly, we have the 12s starting tomorrow for EA. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting this shoe. Like, I feel like there's a ton of people that are actually a lot more excited for the shoe than those ones that dropped on Saturday. What up, Jaxx? Good morning. They drop on the 16th. I have a feeling it will be a link on IG somewhere, Rami says. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I could see that happening for those 3s. We could probably see that this week. I mean, think about it. Like, when it's this slow on the Nike sneakers app, like, Nike always has something up their sleeve, bro. There's nothing dropping until Friday. So I honestly think Nike is going to have something up their sleeve. So make sure you guys be paying attention all this week here on the streams, here on the channel, because we're definitely going to be paying attention to what Nike's got, under their sleeve for this week. So we'll see. It's a break like White Cement 4s. I'm stacking up on my JD Sports finish line points. There you go, Bill. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what the thing is, I'm not really relying on JD Sports and finish line for these White Cement 4s. Honestly, I just know I'm going to touch in person. So I'm honestly going to be relying on Nike. Similar colorway, no P yellow, Trey says. Okay. Did you watch Backlash yesterday? Yes. Of course I did. Of course I did. I thought someone was gonna come out on that match during the Randy Orton fight, but I think it was pretty good. I think Backlash was overall a pretty good show. I was kind of expecting a little bit more, but I mean, it is what it is. But it was a good main event for sure. Do you think Metallic Fives will come back? Maybe. Maybe you'll see like small restocks here and there for the Black Metallic Fives. But as of right now, I don't think there's gonna be any shock drop or restock for that sneaker anytime soon. What up, DJ? Good morning, dude. Mid show SMA's Taste says. So they will be in exclusive access this week. Sneaker Cop says. I think so. Rap, yesterday I was went local snipes, and one of the workers told me they already had the white cement 4s in the back of the room or store, and there's no raffles. It's just first come first serve. Probably the reason why they're saying that because they got a shitload of pairs. That's why. Like once again, when we had Jay the Sneaker Guy here on the streams, he told us that like whenever there's a shitload of pairs already at the stores, that indicates that there's going to be no shock drop on the white cement Jordan 4s. Like at this point, I really wouldn't really care. I would care less if there was a shock drop on the white cement Jordan 4s, and especially an exclusive access. Obviously it's nice content, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, we already know there's a shitload of pairs. Like, you guys got to put in that footwork, bro. Like, you really do. Like, if you don't hit on these white cement 4s, dude, I'm low-key not going to feel bad. Like, when there's a ton of raffles out there, there's a lot of pairs out there. You got to put in that footwork, bro, especially if there's stores out there that are doing first come, first serve. Bro, you got to go outside, man. You got to figure it out. You feel me? Alan, what up, dude? I'm going to be tapping in of WWE Raw tonight. Can't wait to look like a decent lineup. Yes, C. Marie, I'm excited for WWE Raw tonight. Of course, Monday Night Raw is like the best over SmackDown, my personal opinion. I picked up my pair in store yesterday and used my $20 coupon in hand. Those UNs. You know what, Drex? What up, Alan? What up, man? Good morning, Casanova Kane too. RBK Vince. What up, guys? I ended up going to the mall over the weekend with my girls because on Saturday they had like the wifey had the Mother's Day brunch with all her friends on Friday or Saturday. And so we decided if you guys follow me on Instagram, I made this nice little basket for the wifey. We ended up getting her first pair of Vomeros. She's been asking for a pair of Vomeros, and so I got her this pair right here. As you guys can see, I got her some Vomeros for Mother's Day. Really dope ass color. It has some brown, tan. It has like a little bit of an iridescent look on the on some of the material on it, but overall it's a nice little pair of shoes. Also, when I was at Nike, I saw the UNC Jordan 1 highs in hand. Dude, they're not bad at all. I seen the UNCs in hand. Dude, they look really, really good. Like, they're a lot, like, when people were saying, yo, Raph, like, dude, the pictures on the Nike sneakers app don't give the shoe justice. And it's true, because the UNCs in hand are 10 times better in hand versus what you see on the Nike sneakers app. They look good, bro. Like, I don't get why people are hating on the shoe. Like, I really don't get it, because when I saw them, I was like, dude, these are actually pretty nice. And, like, the midsole is not as yellow as I thought. It's not as yellow. EA is Wednesday or Thursday on sneakers app for the 4s, Famous says. Probably. It's either going to be one of those days. Wednesday or Thursday, most likely. You think Foot Locker will have them in store, the Cement 4s? Yes, Ricky. Foot Locker, Champ Sports, Hibbits, Snipes, JD Sports Finish Line. Dude, there's going to be a shitload of pairs of these white Cement 4s everywhere, bro. I'm so happy I got my 2 pairs of Seoul 2.0s over the weekend. I'm so happy, and they were super nice, but I still think the OG Seoul 3s are still better. Baltimore says. But you're not copying either? Yeah, I mean, I could still have an opinion about a shoe, but I don't need them in the sneaker collection, bro. Like, you could say whatever you want, bro, but I don't. There's a lot of shoes that I like, but I just don't need them in the sneaker collection because I know I'm not gonna wear them. I just know I'm not going to wear them. Like, that's the thing about sneakers, bro. You got to realize at a point in my life, dude, I've had like more than 150 pairs in my sneaker collection, and I'm tired of like stacking shoes that I don't wear for no reason. Like, or just I buy shit for no reason. It's just nice to look at. That's how it is as a sneakerhead. It's like, man, I like this. Let me be a degenerate and go ahead and buy this shoe. But then you never wear it. That's normally how it goes. I'm in my life. I can't be doing that, bro. Just like, I just can't have shoes that I just like to look at. I want to wear them. Yeah, you can't add every shoe in the sneaker collection. Absolutely not, man. You absolutely can't. It's just too much. Hibbit raffles are up now, Goon says. Yep, there's going to be, I think DSG raffles are probably up too on the app. Based on how the prices for the Mellow 12s are looking, do you think they'll sit? Honestly, I don't know. It just depends of how many pairs that they drop, bro. Like these 12s, I honestly think these 12s are going to be way more limited than the Jordan 1 highs UNCs. That's my personal opinion, man. You know, what up, Alex? What up, dude? I didn't buy UNCs, but do you think reasons they are still sitting so hard? Like, dude, the reason why a lot of people are making fun of the Jordan 1 UNCs because they're not reselling. That's it. Make Al Hill, what up, dude? Thank you so much for the 11-month re-up. I appreciate your support. Thank you. What up, Dripmore? What's good, dude? Like, literally, that's a lot of people is like, oh, no one wants these shits, this and that, because they're not reselling. I mean, it's common sense. Like, of course, like a lot of resellers, there's a shitload of resellers out there. There's a lot of sneakerheads that still collect sneakers that flip shoes all the time, you know? So I personally think that is the reason why they probably sat, because there's no one really wants it because they don't go for anything in the resale market, you know? That's just how it goes. That's it. That's why it's not really hard to like figure out either. Like there's a lot of people that tend to ask me, yo, Raph, why is this shoe sitting? I don't get it, this and that. I was like, because like, dude, that's how it is. That's literally how it is in the sneaker culture. Like if shit don't resell, then there's a lot of it basically eliminates the resellers out of the picture. So anybody that wants the shoe in hand, that really likes the shoe, are the ones actually going for the sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's a shitload of resellers out there. A lot. Could be a collector and you resell. There's a lot of them. So it's like, all right, well, I don't really need them. I don't really need to invest in this sneaker. They're okay. White cement 4s, you got that coming up. So I'm sure a lot of people are saving their coins for that shoe. So at some point you run out of room and have downsized the collection too, sadly. Make Out Hill says, facts, dude. Like I said, at the end of the day, you could have an opinion about a sneaker, but you don't have to buy it. That's almost every sneakerhead. Be like, oh, Raph, I like this shoe, but I don't really need it in the sneaker collection. We're going to look back at the UNCs in a few years, like how we did on the black. Well, I mean, Jaxx, it was kind of the same way when the UNC ones originally came out. Like the UNC ones, when they first originally came out, they weren't very hard to buy. Like they weren't. Right? They weren't going for much when they first dropped. Then over time, obviously, the UNCs end up, holding a lot of value. So, I mean, that's how shoes, do sometimes. I mean, especially like when SB Jordan 4s, like those prices are extremely low. Like some people may look back at that shoe and be like, you know what? I should have grabbed them while they were stupid low. Brick by bricks. I mean, when they first came out, prices were dipping down like dramatically, and now that you see the prices like slowly creep up on the brick by bricks, everyone's like, man, I should have paid the price where it was. So it happens sometimes, but at the end of the day, there's always something new coming out. Like there's always something new. Like imagine all the bullshit that we went through in the month of February and the amount of shoes that were dropping. It's like, what the hell? Why can I hit on the Nike sneakers app? Everyone's moved on. It's like you move on to the next shoe. It's not a big deal, right? There's always something new. It's just like you see everybody, like as a sneakerhead, you always have that feeling where like, oh man, everyone keeps hitting on the limited shit and I can't hit shit on the Nike sneakers app. But eventually you have a time where like, dude, I finally hit. Imagine how everyone else feels that didn't hit, So it's like, it is what it is, bro. Rahul's for the 38-month re-up. Good morning, chat. Good morning. Run it up, chat. What's goody? Rahul's.
Speech bubble emoji. GM.
What up, my boy?
Run it up, chat. What's goody?
I mean, Rahul's, according to your Instagram stories, you look like you had an amazing weekend, sir. What up, Rahul's? Don't care, UNCs. Same with the Bright Cactus Jack, Jumpman Jacks. If you wanted them, you could get them. Not much resale. Exactly, bro. Like, there's so much shoes that you could double back at. That's the thing about the market right now. Like, it just depends on the shoe. But I feel like 90% of the sneakers that have been coming out in the last 3 years, like you could double back and just grab them for like a really low price. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I feel like the market right now is not really, not really hurting your pocket in a way. It's not like every single shoe is going for like $500, $600, $700. I mean, there's a few, but you know what I mean? But there's majority like GRs. Like, you could obviously reach back for some of them and be like, you know what? I could grab these later. They're not going for much right now. And I'm sure the market's not really going to, change anytime soon. I mean, if you don't have the bread fours from last year, bro, you could double back on that shoe right now if you wanted to. Like, bread fours don't go for shit right now. Like, you could go double back if you don't have a pair. Deadly Venom for the 1 year re-up. 1 year down, many more to come. Big up, Rap. What up, Deadly Venom? Thank you so much for the 1 year re-up, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that, Deadly Venom, man. That was really appreciate for the kind words, bro. All smiles over here, who said that's what I'm talking about. Baby girl. Brick by Brick's going to hit 1K before the summer. Feel bad for anyone that passed and didn't pay. I mean, I feel like with the Brick by Bricks, it's like a hit and miss, like if I didn't pay resale for the Brick by Bricks, and even if I didn't hit, obviously I didn't hit, like I still wouldn't have, paid resale, but I still did. It's all good. Reimagined bread fours are horrible. No, man, those are a good shoe. Depending on your size, you're looking at it from a size 8 perspective. J Million says, for what shoe though? For what shoe? I mean, there's a shitload of pairs out there that, that are at a decent price. J Million, like, I'm not looking at it at a size 8 perspective. There's a shitload of shoes out there that won't break the bank. There is. I mean, there's only a few shoes that won't break the bank. Well, that will break the bank. Brick by Bricks. What's it called? Black metallic 5s. I mean, obviously that will break the bank for a GR for a 5 that you could have easily got that for, for the black metallic 5s. Like, could have easily got for retail if you put in enough for footwork for that shoe. Like, honestly, like, black metallic 5s were not hard to hit. Like, people will say, like, oh, Raph, you're tripping. Like, black metallic 5s were really hard to grab. Like, look how much demand there was. Yeah, they had really high demand. Absolutely. But on release day, like, if you put in enough footwork on that 5, you could have easily got, like, 4 or 5 pairs, bro. There were some people that hit, like, multiple pairs and only picked up 2. Like, I had someone that hit me up, be like, yo, Raph, I hit, like, 8 raffles and only picked up 2. Like, they weren't very hard. Obviously, no one knew that the resale market was going to do what it did for the 5s, but they weren't very hard to hit. I feel like everybody hit. Brick by Bricks aren't that wearable, so I'm glad I passed on them. They're not a wearable shoe. I actually wore them yesterday, I've actually wore those Brick by Bricks a good amount of times. I'm not going to hold you. They just restocked the 5s. Yeah, but they only dropped like 1,000 pairs, though, so that's not fair, though, Like, they only dropped what, like roughly like 2,000 pairs on the black metallic 5s. So I'll keep that in mind next time. Sold out. Yup, I hit 3 because I didn't think they would go like that. Exactly, bro. There's so many people that I could probably tell you in this chat where like they hit multiple pairs on the black metallic 5s, but only scooped up 1. You know what I mean? Like, because no one knew that the market would do with that black metallic 5. No one knew that. So it's like, all right, well, shit. Cactus Plant Flea Fusion Air Force prices are crazy. I picked up 6, then sold them for $333 King with SB. There you go. I didn't put no footwork on those 5s, Carlos says. I didn't either. Well, I mean, I did in a way, but I only wanted 1 pair. Like, once again, the 5s were stupid easy to grab. Like, me and these other folks that were in line, dudes next to me were wearing size 14, size 12, size 13, like bigger sizes, and we were literally 60th or 70th in line, and we all got a pair at Nike. Like, imagine how many pairs that Nike dropped on the black metallic 5s on release day. Like, I was like, man, I don't think we're gonna hit. I was like, dude, there's like 60 of us here. I mean, I like, where's like 60th in line? Like, he's like, dude, I don't even know if I'm gonna hit because you wear a size 8, I wear a size 14. I was like, yeah, dude, good luck. Then by the time we went through, like, he managed to get a pair. It was him and his wife. Him and his wife got both size 14s. Like, he got two 14s because he wanted it to double
Joe
up.
Bertis
And he
donated
hit.
$9.99.
Joe, thank you so much for the 10.
Morning here, 2 coffees for every Cavaliers fans. Hope this cheer y'all up. Ele mao culo.
Shout out to my boy Joe. Morning here, 2 coffees for every Cavalier fans. Hope this cheers y'all up. Wow. Are you sure this is Joe right here for the 10? What up, Black Nimbus? Is this really Joe? Wow. Joe talking about sports, bro. Joe out here talking about sports on a Monday. Shout out my boy Joe for the $10 donation, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Cavs are down bad. Bricks by bricks are easy to rock if you can get a fit off with the all red shoe. Then you can't dress. It's not like it's a neon green or Flora. I feel you. I feel you, Baltimore. Like, I honestly don't think the brick by bricks are very hard to rock. Like, it's not. Like, I have a couple T-shirts that could literally go with the brick by bricks. What up, Shaka? What up? All just depends on where you live. If there's stores, the 5s were easy, but if you're online, but the thing is, Adam, is that like literally the 5s, we've already said this with stock numbers, is that like majority of stock is pushed in stores. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been telling and pushing a lot of people to start putting in footwork to get these pairs on in store, because like you can't keep relying on the Nike sneakers app. Be like, oh, this is about to be a big GR. Like, what they're saying is like, you know what I mean? Like, once again, white cement Jordan 4s should not be hard to hit. It shouldn't. Like, even online, I feel like there's a good amount of people that should be able to scoop up at least one pair of these white cement Jordan 4s. Like, once again, if you do not hit on these white cement 4s, in my personal opinion, you did not put enough footwork in. You just didn't. Like, even if you wear a size 13, 14, 12, 11 and a half, like, you should be able to hit on those shoes, on those sizes. Thinking this hard to rock, just wear the shit out of it. Don't, DJ says, or don't. Bricks easy to rock if you're not matching your outfit. Faded Denim with the Bricks Atomic says, there's only hard to rock if your style isn't allowed to begin with. If Pacers, he is a Pacer fan, he ain't hitting any Asian. Oh my gosh. What up, Nam? What's good, dude? Good morning, Nam. What up? When you live in a small town in Tennessee, sneakers are hard to get. I got to rely on online, Ginger Westfield says. Yeah, I guess so. Once again, yeah, I guess you got to put in that into consideration, right? Depends where you live. If you live in a small city, I feel like if you live in a small city, then it should be easy to hit in a way, you know? But, I mean, whatever. Do you hit on the rodeos? No, I didn't hit. All it comes down to luck. You can enter all the takes and still lose, DJ says. Absolutely. A lot of people passed, and though that they were going to sit, Too Legit says. And man, listen, all I gotta say is white cement Jordan 4s, we are there. All right, I don't care about these Phil Jacks. All right, this is all Francisco. Francisco wants these shits. All right, all I need is this shoe right here. Okay, so if you missed out on the Saturday stream, chat, if anybody in here missed out on the Saturday stream, Nike officially loaded up the Air Jordan 4 white cements on the Nike sneakers app. All right, retail is 225 buckaroos, which is, you're probably out the door, you're probably going to be paying roughly around 240. All right, you're going to be paying roughly around 240 bucks for the shoe out the door. All right, so unless you live in a state or a city that it's tax free, congrats, 225. All right, full family sizing. You got them in infants, preschool, grade school, and also in men's. All right, so there's going to be a shitload of these shoes, man, out there, and I'm really hoping everybody hits. Facts, white cement 3s and Dodgers are all I need. C. Marie says, I think C. Marie met white cement 4s. Can't do it, Johnny Wick. I mean, I don't care, dude. I've already had this mindset where, like, I need this shoe. Like, I've already had this mindset where, like, I need this shoe right here, bro. Like, you're going to hear me talking about this shoe until release day. Just save myself 240 bucks. Street Sale says going to be a lot of L's on those white cements. I feel like there's going to be a good amount of W's. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be more W's than more L's. I'll wait for white cements to go to outlets and discount prices, Jumperman Chris says. No, you ain't, Chris. No, you ain't. You already got a pair. You already paid resale. I don't need the Jaxx. Frank, just the Chase B. Man, motherfuckers are glazing the shit out of this shoe, bro. Like, people are glazing, but I mean, they're not bad. But this shoe is like... All right, anyways, we'll take a look at it. The first look at the 2025 Chase B Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks, releasing on October 8th. These are set to drop in October. These are set to drop in October. All right, let me know. They ain't bad. They ain't bad. They ain't bad, bro. They ain't bad. But all I need for the rest of the year for Travis is fragments. Oh, come on. What do you guys think about these? The Chase B Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks. Nah, there's going to be a lot of people that want these, bro. There's going to be a lot of people that want these Jumpman Jacks. There are going to be a lot of people going for these. All right? A lot. So you got... I'm curious about that sole, though. I'm curious about that sole. I'm wondering if this sole is going to glow in the dark. I feel like that is. I feel like that's going to glow in the dark. So you have a black and white upper. And then you have that, like... I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure that glows. I'm pretty sure. They don't show it, but I think it does. Panda in the future voice. UNC restock on DTLR. We have to get them before they sell out. Mint chocolate chip shits, Loudpack says. They should have made an all black pair of those. They might actually do well. I think these are probably going to do pretty well on release day. On release day on these, this is probably the best Jumpman Jack to drop this year, obviously. I think these are better. Me personally, I think these are better than the green ones I just dropped. Obviously, the black and white shoe, it's going to go for a whole lot. The gum bottom stands out, glow in the dark. I still think they're just okay. I mean, they're just okay. They're not bad. They're not bad. The colorway is not bad. If you search Jumpman Jacks on StockX, there's a bunch of colorways on there that haven't released. Yeah, they haven't. Literally, this is obviously Rami. I mean, this is Travis Scott's silhouette. Like, there's still a shitload of pairs that they still have to drop. They still got to drop that all white one. They still have to drop a ton of these Jumpman Jacks. They still. Do you think Travis is going to drop the red pair they had on? I think so. Like, I feel like anything that Travis Scott wears, like, colorway wise, like, I feel like they're going to drop. Like, for instance, like, someone thought there was a picture out there. I think I liked it on Twitter. But someone on Twitter posted that, you know, Travis Scott was seen with the black and white, you know, Jumpman Jack. But I honestly think that shoe was this shoe right here. They probably thought it was like just a regular black and white Jumpman Jack, but it was probably these Jumpman Jacks that he was wearing, which is this right here, one right here, because it's black and white. Failed for the two.
Donated $1.99. Hey Travis
team, size 11 failed for the two. Is it for you or is it for Frank? I think one of that Z-Sneaker I posted would have been better. All black gray with the neon logo on the strap. With that looks translucent sole, Rob says. People are going to fold on these once again. Francisco, but that's what happens with Jumpman Jacks all the time with Travis Scotts. Like, that's what happens with any Travis Scotts. Like, people are going to fold all the time. people are gonna fold all the time. They either, like, if they know there's not much demand on Travis Scott, they'll just go ahead and go for it just to see if their account still works. You know, like, this happens all the time, bro. It's Travis Scott's. Like, it happens all the time. All right. I don't think the reverse swoosh does anything for me with this shoe. Benji says. I mean, the reverse swoosh is what it is. You know. I mean, even if this was a regular swoosh, like, you know, a non-upside down swoosh or backward swoosh, excuse me, then, like, people are still gonna like it because it's Travis Scott at the end of the day. You know, like, this is probably the last Jumpman Jack they'll probably drop this year, because they drop like what, the Field Jacks in the beginning of the year, and then they drop the Jumpman Jacks, and then they're dropping another Field Jack again. So that's 3, and then you got the Jordan 1 Low fragments, and then you got the Jumpman Jacks. Like, that's already 5 Travises in 1 year. 5 Travis Scotts in 1 year, dude. You think they're done? Absolutely not. They got a shitload of colorways that they still got to drop. So, Nike and Travis needs their eyes looked at. King James says. The real question is, are they coming out with the damn dust bag? Rob the Beard says. I'm not sure. The tennis ball joints sell out. I don't even remember. Straight to Toe says. Yeah, it did. Like, they all sold out, bro. Even those Field Jacks are going to be dropping this week. They're definitely going to sell out. That's what I'm telling you guys. There's a lot of people that still want a pair of Travis Scotts. Like, there's people that haven't hit on Travis Scotts for retail, and they're still waiting for their dub, you know? So there's going to be a lot of people going for it. Good morning, my guy, Rappy Boy. What up, Ryan? What's good, dude? Those are trash. I can help for somebody, though, too, says. You know what? The time that October rolls around, obviously, that's going to be a big month. I mean, you got Jumpman Jacks. You got what? Well, the Jordan 1 Load, what's it called? Chicago's got pushed back until November. You got the Voodoos dropping that month. October seems pretty promising. Thoughts on Backlash? Backlash was pretty good. Now it's all about the Field Jacks this Friday. Hug says, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people going for it. So it's all good. Sold my mind. What up, dude? If that strap was cream, it would be half decent, Ryan says. Oh, man. They don't sell out. They go to the GOAT Black Friday sales. Hey, man, listen, that's what I'm saying. Black Friday GOAT sales is going to be goated, bro. Everybody in here is going to hit. Everybody in here is going to hit on something on the GOAT app Black Friday sales, dude. That's going to be that's going to be fun. If anybody didn't participate on the Black Friday GOAT Friday sales last year, oh my gosh. That was probably a time where everything was just so active. Everybody was so active during GOAT Black Friday sales. Like, a shitload of people were hitting a bunch of shoes. I feel like a lot of people were like hitting on Travis's. Like, it seemed like everybody was hitting a pair of Travis's, like medium olive, Jordan 1 Lows, Jumpman Jacks, red swoosh, sailed colorway. Like, everybody was hitting, bro. I just need the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott fragments. Facts. Lewis, what up, man? Good morning. I'm late. What did I miss? Lewis says nothing. You didn't really miss much, man. We're just kind of going through the agenda for this week on what to expect for this week's drops and stuff like that. So it's going to be a pretty solid week, man. I'm patiently waiting for my Black Friday GOAT sales if I hit 2 Travis Scotts in the same day. Yeah. Don't GOAT sell fake, so check your pairs. Do the pairs points carry over or not? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I remember last year, bro, I had a shitload of points, bro. A lot of points. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, you know, when the time comes. I'm pretty sure those points might just roll over. That's so cool. Y'all hit that good pairs. I hit on khaki 6s, Failed says. Khaki sixes is, you know, is okay too. Failed. What are you crying about? You still hit. There's some people that didn't hit shit. Anyone know why Travis Velvets and Canaries are jumping up in price so much? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Probably because no one, I don't know. I honestly don't know, honestly. I wish our points rolled over. Only thing I'm looking forward to is the Shakira shaking her hips in front of me this week at the stadium, Rami says. Nice. I guess I'm not everybody because I didn't hit shit. That's what I'm saying. There's people out there that didn't grab. Go Black Friday won't be the same this year. It won't. I feel like they're going to change it up in a way. I always cry, man. It's it's second nature. Yeah. For you? Yes. What up, Mr. Stanley? What up, dude? Good morning, bro. Phil made me sell my Travis sixes, Rahu says. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's when we realized how many W's that we've seen on those red swooshes. Bro, that ass. If you guys remember on the Jumpman Jacks last year on the red swoosh, nobody hit. And then go Black Friday, everybody hit. You know how embarrassing that is for Travis team? Like, I'm not going to hold you. That's low-key embarrassing how you got more people hitting on Go Black Friday for retail on the Jumpman Jack's red swoosh than your actual freaking website. What? Pretty sure Go Black Friday inventory is directly from Flight Club. It is. They're the same. I think Flight Club owns GOAT. What's good, Night Runner? What up, man? Good morning. What up? Yeah, I definitely didn't hit shit on Black Friday GOAT sales. Lots of W's, absolutely. I hit one shoe in 2025. I think the one shoe that there will probably be a lot of, not only Travis Scott's, but I feel like there's going to be a shitload. Like, listen, if you don't know anything about Go Black Friday this year, like all your favorite releases will be on there for retail. Like, I'm talking about like Unions. I think they're going to have a shitload of Unions on Go Black Friday this year. They most likely will have Flu Games, Jordan 5 Black Metallics, all the Travises that you could think of that probably will release this year. They probably are going to release foams. Foams will probably be on there as well. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So if anybody in here is not familiar with it, just make sure you tap in with us on the streams, on the videos, because we're definitely going to be keeping track of what's going to be dropping on Black Friday this year on Go. I thought the red swoosh Travis only dropped in Houston, Ryan says. No, the red swoosh only exclusively dropped on the Travis Scott website. So clearly, like, Go was working with Nike with those red swoosh, because the red swoosh Jumpman Jacks were supposed to only drop on the Travis Scott website. But obviously, you know, when Black Friday rolled around on Go, like a lot of people freaking hit. Like, I was like, dude, where's all these W's coming from? Like, I'm like, ain't no way everybody's hitting on Go Black Friday on these Jumpman Jacks. I was like, man, what the? You know how that looks so bad on Nike? It really does. The first red swoosh release was in Houston, then came to Travis site. Rami says, I need the juice. You and Ross living on GOAT. Won't have half of the heat that's dropped this year. G-Face says, we'll see, man. We'll see. There was some stuff like last year that I was surprised that there were some shoes on there that dropped. I was like, what? Black Album Mirror 3s for the low, I hope, J-Boy says. I never hit on Travis. Hope this year different outcome, Ben Black says. Honestly, like, Jumpman Jacks, Field Jacks, there's not much of a market for the shoe. Like, there's some for certain colorways, but not all of them. So, did anyone win the $1 raffle? Dude, honestly, those brick by brick raffles that Nigel Sylvester hosted, I almost think that shit was a scam, bro. Like, I don't think anyone hit. I haven't seen any winners, like any winners on that Nigel Sylvester Foundation thing. I don't know if I've seen any winners, bro. I haven't seen any winners on that brick by brick. There was only 3 winners for Nigel's, only 3 pairs. They only have 3 pairs to give out, huh? Only 3 pairs. Go bought all the reds. I put $2. I put $2, or is it $1? I put $1. I think I'm pretty sure I did $2 just because I donated to that. I didn't hit shit. I donated to it. I didn't hit shit. Yeah, 3 people Nigel's team hit, Gino says. Money laundering, LMAO, Atomic says. Bro, I should have saw it coming anyways, though. Like, no one hit on his site. No one hit on Nigel's site, bro. No one hit on the Nigel Sylvester site. No one did. No one hit on his site. I have a size 8 rodeos for trade, Ruben says. Go bought all the red swoosh Travis Scotts. They don't even need to legit check them. Smart move. Read My Soul says. I can't wait to release the Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1 lows on September, bro. Night Runner says. Dude, I'm waiting for that shoe. I'm definitely going to be waiting for that shoe for sure. So, but anyways, these Jumpman Jacks, once again, releasing this October. If anybody's interested, there is a specific date for this shoe. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with this sneaker. Okay, I had a ton of people ask me about this over the weekend. Sorry I didn't get back to your messages, but I did see that some sorry I didn't get back to everybody's messages, but there was a couple people that messaged me about the shoe. The Air Jordan 3 Seoul 2.0s are set to release this Saturday. Okay, I do not know what's going on with this shoe. What up, Jeffrey? What's good, dude? All right. I have a feeling that they could probably shock drop this. I mean, with the new system that they got going on with shock drops, like someone might just go ahead and share the link. Someone might share the link to this, and then it probably will drop. Like, who knows? I know there's a lot of people that want this shoe. There's a lot of people that want this shoe. So if anybody in here, all right, was curious about this shoe, I would definitely recommend you tapping in all this week. Look at the calendar on the Nike Sneakers app. Tell me what's the next shoe that's dropping. Okay, the next shoe that's dropping on the Nike Sneakers app is, instead of, you know, not only those Air Maxes, but the next official drop on the Nike Sneakers app for a hype shoe is not until Friday. Okay, it's a very quiet week, boys and girls. Very quiet week. So that only means that they probably got something up their sleeve this week. I'm talking about possibly an exclusive access, all right, an EA on Sneakers app for the white cement Jordan 4s. We might see this shoe possibly drop on the Sneakers app since they're not loaded up yet. Morning. I'm passing on this waiting on the white cement 4s. Same day as the Jordan 12s Mellows. Yeah, the Mellows are set to drop on this Saturday. So the thing is, like, we've seen this before where, like, it doesn't stop Nike from, like, dropping certain shoes. Like, be like, oh, it wouldn't make any sense why they would drop it, Raph. But, like, they've done it before where they've overlapped, like, hype drops together. So maybe tomorrow, Raph, there's a bang. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But, I mean, all I got to say is that we'll be here Monday through Friday, bro. Mr. Sheridan for the 14-month re-up. Re-up, gang. Collection family. What up, Mr. Sheridan? Thank you so much for the 14-month re-up, my guy. Thank you so much for tapping in as always. I appreciate your constant support here at the Collection family, man. I appreciate W re-up from Mr. Sheridan. Let's keep on the Mellows. And Souls Too Legit says, I can kick my feet up, Phil says. Deleon, what up, man? Good morning, bro. What up? Ugly Pass ain't a quiet week this week. It ain't a quiet week this week, Francisco says. What up, Coach Labs? What up, Brian? Dude, Francisco, you're only saying that because you're juiced up for those field jacks. You want those field jacks so bad. They went too far on the midsole. Yeah, I'm not a crazy fan. Like, after seeing, like, Tony D2 Wild's review, I'm like, dude, these threes are just, what the hell, bruh? Straight to toe for the 23-month re-up.
Emoji. Triumphant face emoji.
Shout out to my boy Straight to Toe for the 23-month re-up, man. I appreciate that. Cut Life, what up, man? Good morning. All right, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here as well, man. I appreciate that. Hola, Rap. What up, Cut Life? The only person hyped on the PRSB scene, it says. Come on, man. It's a different color. It's all right. Manifesting that shock drop link for the Jordan 4 white cements. I honestly, like, I told you guys this right now. All right. First thing and foremost, I still wouldn't be surprised if Nike kind of throws out. Wow. What the hell? Why is there no volume?
Which was holding a competition with traditional Korean games and giving away 15 pairs of the threes with this special packaging. Of course, they can't legally call it Squid Games, but you know what we're doing here. First up, Daigona, where you gotta cut the cookie shape out. Korean speakers, please let us know how our pronunciation is on these games. Look, I did my best. The event leaned into the Korean theme around this Air Jordan 3, which has the country's flag on the tongue. This pair is a sequel to the original Seoul Jordan 3 from 2018.
See, look how clean the original looks, bro. Look how clean the original Soul 3s look. So clean. They look so damn good.
2018. So the final winners of the games get a free pair of the Seoul 2.0 Jordan 3, and everyone else got to buy an early pair. The good thing is, unlike in the show, they don't kill you if you lose. Next up was this game, Kungi, which kind of felt like we were just shooting dice, rolling dice for Jordans. I know MJ himself came up with that one. This guy has a perfect stance. He's definitely done this before. This kid has a bright future, by the way. Look at that. No creases, perfect posture. Next up was Jeggy Chuggy, which they said was like hacky sack. Look at how sturdy this guy came with the Tims, crossing them up with the chrome jeans on. So the big winners got their free pairs in this special box, which comes with all the trinkets from the Korea games. Everyone else could buy the Seoul 2.0 Jordan 3 with this silk.
Dude, that packaging is insane. Do you guys see the packaging on that?
Wrap over the box. Sosinco also did a first come first served lineup outside the store in Flushing and sold a couple hundred more pairs. The event really leaned into the Korean theme of the sneakers. It was great to see Jordan Brand tap in with a Korean owned shop and do something outside of the handful of boutiques in Brooklyn and Manhattan that usually get to host these kinds of events, especially in Flushing, a Korean American enclave in Queens that put the Air Jordan 3 Soul 2.0 in a fitting context.
That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was dope. Packaging is cool, yeah, 100%. Even when they opened up the box. Hold on, I kind of got it. I want to see that packaging again. How do I start this over? The packaging is dope. I feel like this shoe is going to be, even if they drop on Sneakers app, these are going to be stupid limited, bro. I don't think you think if Nike ends up dropping them, they come with that entire packaging like that? Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Imagine the packaging comes just like that. You open it up, you get the box. Dude, Squid Games, Squid Games is next month. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. Dude, look how clean that shit looks, bro. I'm pretty sure, what, $225 for the shoe, or $215, $210? Probably. I think $225. You won't get that special box. I mean, if you do. Packaging is nice. Come on, bro. Get to the packaging. I want to see the packaging real quick. Just the box. Boxes, friends and family. 36,000 pairs. Oh, here we go. Bro, you look. You get that. You possibly get that packaging though. So you get a yellow wrap, and then you get another yellow wrap inside. You don't think we might not get that? I'm pretty sure you'll get this. I'm pretty sure you'll get that yellow wrap inside the box, I think. Pretty sure. No way we get that packaging. I'm just saying, you never know, bro. You guys are saying friends and family. Like, how? It's like basically a pop-up shop. This is not really like a friends and family thing. It's like a pop-up shop. How do you guys know that though? Is this it right here? Is this the actual packaging? Boo. This is the packaging right here. The official packaging. Okay, I mean, I guess the packaging is not that bad versus what they were opening up. Of course, Of course. Of course. Of course. Damn, dude, they messed up the shoe bad, bro. That other pair was way better, bro. All right, copper drop. Air Jordan 3, Soul 2.0s, cop or drop. Copper drop. I need the Soul 3s, Chris Montgomery says. Copper drop. Copper drop. No, those are nice. Cop, J Million says. Cop. Ass. Super. Big cop. No, a lot of people say cop, bro. There's a lot of people that I've told you. There's a lot of people that are going to go for the shoe. There's going to be a lot of people going after the shoe, bro. It's going to be a very limited sneaker, too. Pass not for me, Straight to Toe says. Still a must cop for me, Alexis, depending on the resale value. Oh, gosh. Still going to cop. Look, there's a lot of cops in here, bro. Who cares about the packaging? You're not wearing the packaging, Ruben says. I'll tell you something this, bro. I'll tell you something this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, something about this shoe. Okay? They're still gonna sell out. And plus, Ruben, going back to your comment, there's people already crying about the Travis Scott not having the tote bag. You know how many people wanted tote bags? You know how many people wanted the tote bags, bro? A ton of people wanted the tote bags, bro. A lot of people wanted the tote bags. A shitload of people wanted the tote bags. Danny says Rosca owns Raffi Collects. Yeah. Funny. Should have left midsole white and made. I mean, it's not bad, I guess. I guess for some reason, for some of the shoe, like for this shoe specifically, it honestly depends on the lighting too. Like, I feel like low key, Tony D2 Wild's videos are super saturated too. Like, he saturates his videos. You know what I'm saying? I think his videos are super saturated. Because this video right here is not as saturated. Like, it's not as brown. Like, on his video, it's like, his video is like, damn, those shits are like brown. Like, it looks literally like a brown. Like, this right here, it's not as dark. Did the people who hit on Travis' website get the tote bag? No. Some people that hit on the Travis Scott website did not get the tote bag. Some people got the tote bag, some people did not. So check. Oh, did Seth Fowler have a video? Seth got these as well, Rue says. I feel like I'm a person that ain't that brown. Oh man. Roscoe said Rafi being a size 8 is comical. He has it easy because he's a short king. Yeah, W, bro. Short kings for life, bro. Short kings for life, baby. I gotta represent the short king somehow, my guy. They are more tan than Sale that have a pair, Dougie says. They're more tan than Sale that have a pair, Dougie says. And these are just okay. But these are definitely going to sell out. I think the yellow age midsole on the threes break up the white perfectly. I like them, J Million says. Yeah, I guess so. You know, I'm just curious of how many, I'm just wondering how many pairs they're going to drop on the Nike sneakers app. Here's the comparison between the two. Shout out to Rami. Rami, thank you for this link, bro. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. So the Air Jordan 3 Soul comparison. Soul 2.0s, and here's the Soul. I get what you mean. I get what you're saying, Jay. I see what you're saying. Because, like, honestly, like, to be completely honest with you guys, like, if they were to drop the Souls, like the 1.0s again, like the same exact colorway, you know what people would say? People would say, like, it's too white. Like, literally, that's what people would say. Like, the shoe is too white. That's what people would say. Like, look, when we were sharing the Union Jordan 1 highs, remember the fragments? People were already complaining, like, oh, Raf, like, the sole is trash, all white soles. Like, there was already people complaining about the shoe, how, like, they were trash. Like, the entire sole is white on this. Like, people would definitely say it would be too white. How much the OGs go for? I forgot how. Oh, they're going for, I think they're going for a good amount. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the market for this shoe in a long time. Last time I seen this shoe in hand was probably back in like 20, like during COVID, I think. Maybe before that. It's just the age look, like lost and founds. But once again, if this shoe does drop, it's going to 100% sell out. This shoe is 100% going to sell out, bro. It is. It's going to sell out. They should have changed the color blocking. I think it's fine. I mean, once again, if you don't like them, you could go ahead and pass. It is what it is. It's, you know what I mean? Like, clearly the colors are different, but I mean, if you don't like them, just go ahead and pass. If you don't like them, just go ahead and pass on them. I didn't like the all white shoe. Kicking with SB says that print is so much cleaner. Rami says. People say I'm too white. People never going to be happy. It's always like that, Tony. It's always like that. You know, which is fine. Everyone has their own opinions about shoes. It's fine. You know, have an opinion and just move on. You feel me? If you don't want them, just someone will definitely go for it for sure. You know. So. No look pass. Damn, one's going 1.0 is going for some bands. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't dropped. When was the last time those 1.0s dropped? It's been a minute, dude. It's been a long time. What up, Dennis? What's good, dude? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's just at this point, like, Ernest, what up, dude? Like, I feel like some people are kind of right. Is that like no grails are safe, dude? No grails are safe, bro. Like, Nike is really going back and reaching to some of these like exclusive drops that are going for thousands of dollars, and they're just re-retroing it in a different colorway or different color blocking. Like undefeated 4s. Now they're bringing back this Air Jordan 3 soles and making them a 2.0. You got Nike officially dropping off-white Air Jordan 1 highs, which those ones are only exclusively out there in the UK or the EU. That was like an EU drop. Like, no grails are safe, bro. No grails are safe. They're really reaching back in a lot of these older shoes that were exclusive, and they're dropping it again. So, Wu-Tangs. Yeah, Wu-Tangs is another one. Wear your shoes. Nike is going to tank our collection anyways, J Million says. Well, like, even when we had Heskix, if you guys remember that stream, like, we had a stream with Heskix. He was one of our special guests here on the streams. And we were kind of talking to him about it, how, like, he feels the same way. Like, there's certain shoes that Nike should just keep in the vault, where, like, make that shoe exclusive. Like, it's not a bad thing where Nike makes certain things exclusive. You know, just keep it that way and just don't re-retro it. Chalupa, what up, man? Good morning. They killed the Wu-Tangs, Ernest says. Go to stream with Hess. That was a really go to stream. I definitely enjoyed some of his takes. You know, hearing his perspective on certain stuff. So, till I see the Air Force One PlayStation retro, then I'll be convinced. I mean, you should already been convinced with the undefeated force. Like, in my personal opinion, like, you should have been convinced with undefeated fours, bro. Like, look at the prices on the original undefeated fours before they even announced that shoe being re-retroed. Like, think about it. Like, that should have already told you. Like, that shoe was going for thousands of dollars. To be honest, though, if it's in Nike's interest to do that, why would they want you to hold on to shoes? They want you to buy more shoes. 101 podcast says. Well, I mean, yeah, of course, but like clearly they got to bring like certain shoes out just to bring back the hype. I mean, that's the whole point of it. Like, think about it, man. Like, Nike has been in a drought. Like, Nike was in a drought, and Jordan Brand was in a drought for retros in general, like, for the last 2 years. Like, obviously, in 2023 was a big year for SB, Nike SB. But all the GRs, almost every single GR would sit. Like, the only thing that was really carrying, like, Jordan Brand was Travis's. That's it. Like, everything else, like, GR-wise, new colorways, all sat. Everything freaking sat. You think Nike wants and Jordan Brand wants to continue on having their GRs sit like that? Absolutely not. In order for people to, gravitate back to Nike and Jordan Brand, what do they have to do? They got to re-retro some of the good stuff. I mean, they're really reaching back. Like, think about it. They're really reaching. With undefeated fours was a huge reach. Huge reach, bro. Huge reach. Let's go, Della Soul restock, please, Nike. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like there's like a couple. There's like probably like Nike SB. I feel like they're one where like they don't really re-retro SBs like that, right? With SB wise, like they don't really re-retro SBs like that. Like once a collab drops, that's it. Like they don't really reach back and be like, all right, let's go ahead and re-retro this Nike SB Dunk Low Pigeon. Let's bring it back. I don't think that's in Nike SB's nature of doing that. Bro, you giving Nike a point? Money talks? Oh, absolutely. Money talks at the end of the day. Like, they want things to be hype. They care about hype. Thing is, though, you can say sit, but at the end of the day, their shoes did sell out. You can't go get them in stores today. Well, the thing is, 101 podcast, sure. Like, over time, dude, you got to think about this 101 podcast, too. Like, yes, you could go in stores, right? For instance, like all the GRs that dropped, bro. You got to think about this, dude. All the GRs that dropped in the last couple years, 101 podcast, all of them sat. Obviously, none of them were reselling for a whole lot, right? And you're saying that, oh, well, today you won't see them anymore. Yeah, because you know what they do? Like, I've worked at Champ Sports multiple years, dude. I know how the system works. Like, when there's a certain shoe that we have, we got to send it back to Nike sometimes. Like, we send it back to Nike all the time. We do. You know what Nike does to them? You know where they go? They go to the outlets. That's why you don't see them in stores sometimes. Nike literally does that. Like, when I was working at Champs, we'll have a whole list of shoes that we have to send out back to Nike. And then whatever Nike wants to do with those shoes, they probably just throw them at outlets. That's probably why you don't see certain shoes at the stores. It happens all the time. They call it RTVs. That's what they call it. They call it RTVs. That was the listing that we used to do all the time. Like, I used to ship out a lot of retros back to Nike all the time when I was working with Champs. That's why there were certain retros that you never saw anymore. Like, we'll put them on sale. We'll have them for a few months, depending how long and how much inventory that we have. We'll put them on sale for like $120, 110 sometimes. And then if it doesn't sell, then Nike will send us a list, and we got to send it back. That's the thing. Nike does not care about resale. They don't, 101 podcast, but that's not the point, 101 podcast. That's not the point. They obviously clearly don't care about resale, but they do care about when people don't buy their shit. Like, if you're running a business, 101 podcast, and you see your shit not selling, like, I mean, of course you're gonna care. Like, as a business, like, it's like, why isn't there, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, they went through a whole like 2 years of shit not, sitting. Everything was sitting, bro. Everything was sitting. Obviously they don't care about resale, but they definitely care of who buys their shit. Like, they do care. Like, if they see their shit not selling, it's like, what can we do as a company, you know, to have people return to vendor? Exactly, bro. RTVs is return to vendor. We would return it straight back to Nike. I went to outlets and they had pandas at for $100 and they have $60 for StockX. Y'all think Nike doesn't pay attention to the resale market? They absolutely do, bro. You know, they absolutely do. Like, Nike cares about hype. Nike cares about demand. They love, like, of course, if you like if you're running a company and you got all the attention around you, like, of course you're gonna care about that. Come on, bro. My point is, Nike will make its money regardless. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they'll make their money, though. Of course, they'll make their money. But the thing is, like, at some point, one-on-one podcast, like, there's a certain level to it, dude. There's a certain level to it. If they restock a shoe selling for $1,000 because of they were going to, I just feel like there's levels to it, bro. There's just levels to it. There's so much that Nike has to control, like a lot of shit that they run when it comes to their inventory. I mean, not only retros, like, they have a shitload of different shoes, running shoes, you know, all types of stuff, clothing. They do to an extent because resale equals hype. Look how they are moving now. I see a less quantity equals hype, which equals higher resale, Ryan Jacob says. I mean, that's true too. I mean, the thing is, like, I mean, you clearly saw, and I've talked about this almost the entire year last year, where, like, I've told everybody, like, pay attention what Nike's doing right now, because they're slowly reducing inventory. Like, we used to see what, over 150,000, 200,000 in stock numbers on just one shoe, on a GR. And then I said, like, once we started seeing, like, the obviously the quantity of the amount of shoes that they were releasing was reducing throughout the entire year last year, I'm like, maybe Nike is doing and moving something different for next year. And they absolutely are. We haven't seen Nike drop a GR over 1,000 in stock numbers. The average that we've seen in stock numbers by Nike on a retro was what, chat? Like 50,000? Probably white cement Jordan 4s will probably be the most stock, obviously. But for all the rest of the retros and other stuff that have been dropping, it's only what, 20,000, 15,000. Dunks, SBs, 12,000, 10,000. Like, we used to see a shitload of SBs too, like, even GR wise. If anybody was, I mean, there's a lot of SB fans in here. You guys know that, like, stock numbers used to be extremely high last year when they were dropping GR SBs. It was like 40,000, 50,000, like, stock numbers on SBs. And now we're seeing like 20,000, 10,000, 15,000. Like, we're not seeing a whole lot. Sell, don't give access to people that leak or sell shoes on the low. I mean, even this is, listen, like, think about this as well. I mean, think about this as well, chat, right? Leakers, like, big blogs. We've noticed this, and I've told you guys this, like, I've noticed it as well, that a lot of blogs are not leaking shit anymore. Like, we haven't really seen, like, because if you think about it, like even last year when they were doing a bunch of shock drops, Jordan Reserve, Nike Reserves, bro, you know how many blogs would just be like spoiling, like, oh, there's going to be a shock drop this day, this time. Like, this is exactly what time and what day this is going to be dropping. Like, bro, a week before the actual shock drop, a lot of these blogs would be posting it. Look now, like, we haven't seen that. We don't see that anymore. You'll see blogs saying like, oh, it's coming soon. But really, they don't know exactly what day and what they're going to do. For instance, SB Air Jordan 4s. Like, obviously, there was leakers saying like, oh, these are going to drop soon. It's going to be an exclusive access. But then when it happened, no one said it was going to be a scratcher. Like, no one knew that. Everyone's like, did anyone get EA? Did anyone get access? No one knew, bro. Nike is obviously doing things different on the back end that they don't want these leakers to leak out any of the shit that they're doing. Like, no one knew that Eric Costin was going to freaking, post a link and everybody has to get access to the SB Jordan 4 by clicking the link. No one knew that. Like, nobody knew that. You clearly see that Nike is moving different, bro. That's why it's like some of the information that I put out, it's like, dude, I don't know. Like, I clearly don't know. Like, some of these blogs ain't saying shit, dude. They ain't saying nothing. They've been patching they definitely been patching the leaks. Absolutely, bro. 100%. For instance, obviously Nike is doing something different now. Like, they're really tracking down on what's been going down, like with the leaks. Think about this. We talked about this last year. What happened to private selection, bro? Like, they used to be those guys. They used to be the guys that would leak the early Jordans, the SBs. Like, something must have happened in the back end of their shit. Like, someone must have, like, you know what I mean? Like, someone must have known. Like, someone must have known their plug or something like that, like, did something. And they got caught up with some shit. I don't know. You feel me? Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I've asked you guys, like, does anybody know what happened to private selection? Like, they, like, disappeared. Because they used to be like the early birds. They used to like be the ones that go to sneaker cons, that show all the early stuff. They got all the early pairs. And then you could like, obviously they will just like display them out there on their tables, letting everybody see what they got going on and what they got, what's coming up. And I don't know, bro. Something must have happened. Something must have happened, bro. Nike is cutting down, bro. They've been on their radar for a while. So it's like you've seen things that change that you don't see nowadays. Someone got clipped. Somebody did. Someone absolutely did. I don't know who, but someone did. Where are they? I don't know. I used to watch them all the time. Nike sent he's in a disease, Cushy Soul says. But yeah, I mean, obviously seeing things that are, obviously moving different. People are just moving different, man. They usually is here where they were not selling. Raf, they were fakes. I mean, you can't. The thing is, L Kicks is that, like, how can you prove that, bro? Like, you could put out allegations of, like, certain people having fakes, but with no proof, then it's like, you can't really say that. You know what I mean? Like, there's no proof. There's no proof. Someone must have burnt the loop, bro. Someone must have burnt the loop. That's why Danny Moore is my plug. They loop so hard they nerfed themselves, Assad says. I don't know. They got called out by Nike SB. I mean, they did. I think what had happened with Nike SB and private selection was that, like, I think with Nike SB, they were just like, they weren't really torn. They just kind of felt disrespected that, like, they were putting out early birds, early pairs, and not explaining that, there's a backstory behind a shoe. Like, if you're gonna leak something, at least know the backstory of a sneaker and then explain that to the people. I think that's where they got upset at. In my personal opinion, maybe there's not enough context for me to, like, understand, but from what I've read, from what they were saying, like, it just seems like that's why Nike SB, like, felt kind of disrespected in a way, where, like, it's like you put out a shoe, it's like, at least know the story behind a sneaker type shit. Because, like, for, like, collabs with Nike SB collabs, like, they take that shit serious, bro. Like, when it comes to, like, a story behind of a Nike SB, like, they are pretty serious about that. The proof was those CPFM boat shoes. They were saying you had to go almost 2 sizes up on, Ryan Jacob says. Yeah, I know they definitely got a lot of crap for that, for sure. I remember that situation. Was it the tire shoes, right? Where, like, everyone didn't really know exactly what size to go. And then Seth Fowler made like an early review, and then he was saying, like, go true to size or something like that. So just remember the sizing issues for CPFM's fire shoes. That was hilarious, Assad says. The proof was someone called corporate. I don't know, man. I mean, last year Nike was going through a lot. I mean, they were suing a lot of people back and forth, bro. Nike was not playing last year. I mean, clearly. Nike was not playing last year. They were suing motherfuckers back and forth. Brought up for the 1 month re-up. Let's go. What's the word of this month? What up, brother? Thank you so much for the 1 month re-up, my friend. Appreciate that. What up, brother? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for the re-up. Someone getting paid big money on the low for info for that cook group, Atomic says. It makes sense leaking the early pairs, and plus leaking the other pairs deliveries from the warehouse. So overall, Nike had to crack as they were losing money and trust from stakeholders, Alexa says. Yeah. But anyways, like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, Nike is obviously wanting to do differently. And like, I think with All-Star Weekend, what they did during All-Star Weekend was such a smart move. Like Nike went all in on the All-Star Weekend. They went all in on it. And that really like set the tone for Nike for 2025 was All-Star Weekend. Yeah, people are still leaking for sure. There's still going to be leakers out there. But whenever, like, it's not like it's consistent, right? Like, there's certain people, like, for instance, like Z Sneakerhead clearly works side by side with someone from Nike, like, which Nike doesn't really care too much, you know, of that. But I think it was more like, it was the individuals that were resellers that were leaking a bunch of shit. For instance, like, Private Selection, there are a bunch of resellers, right? And leaking, like, early stuff. And like, as like some people that are really into sneakers that don't care about resale, they just care about the actual culture of sneakers. It's like they'll have some volume, bro. There are going to be volume where like, why are these resellers getting their hands on these early shit? It's like why can Nike put these early stuff to the hands of the people that actually, you know, care about the shoe instead of the prices? So I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point, chat. Nike went into the golden era of the All-Star Weekend. Dude, that was like perfect, bro. Perfect. Like next year, I'm telling you guys this right now, man. They're going to go crazy in All-Star Weekend next year in LA. Like crazy. Union is 100% going to get involved, bro. Like Union is going to be involved with All-Star Weekend next year. Heavy. Jordan definitely works with social media much more than any other Nike basketball or anyone else, Tony says. Yeah, I mean, they definitely pick and choose for sure. Like, obviously, Jordan Brand has, you know, certain social media outlets and different content creators that they go to when it comes to early stuff. For instance, if you guys follow the homie, what's his name? Andrew, he's the teacher. Like, Jordan Brand sends him shit, bro. Like, Nike works with him. He's the one that takes all those cool pictures of the early stuff. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they send him a bunch of stuff. So, like, they definitely work with a lot of social media outlets, man. It's just, like, a lot of these social media outlets, like Z Sneakerhead, you know, Sneaker Files, you know, a couple of the other guys on Twitter. Like, they don't really say anything. They're just known to like, all right, Nike's about to drop this or they got this loaded up, you know, but they won't necessarily say, yeah, Nike told me, or like, oh, Nike gave me this picture. You feel me? But they probably do work side by side with Nike. Ravi, let's go to LA next year. Jumperman Chris says, I don't know if I'm going to go next year. We'll see. I'm not very far from LA, but we'll see. Jordan definitely works with social media outlets. Yep. Nike, new Nike CEO shut it down. Too Legit says, I've never hit on GOAT Black Friday. Damn, you are on Jose time, my guy. Yep, this is Andrew. I don't know why the link's not working. Yep. Like, he works with a lot of social media outlets. I met him out there in San Diego. Remember Chris? JMK? We met Andrew out there in San Diego at Sneaker Expo. And then after that, he just exploded on social media. He went crazy. DNA Show is plugged in as well. Yeah, he lives out there in Portland, doesn't he? Raph, I'll pick you up, Francisco says. Yeah, we'll see, bro. We'll see. I wonder if Nike works with certain blogs to leak information to sports teams. And I'm pretty sure, Alexis, like, you got to realize how social media is in today's world, bro. They have a team for everything. They probably got a team for people that are like watching people on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. They literally have an entire social media team for all this stuff. So of course, like, they probably work with other content creators. If the stock is the same for the Shadow backboards as Jordan 1 UNC's reimagine, do you think they will sit? I don't know. I mean, it just depends, Lamar. I don't think it necessarily came down to stock. It didn't come down to stock. It just came down to whether if you like the shoe or not, and how much hype and how much talk there is around a certain shoe. Like, I personally think this, Lamar. The Shadow backboard Air Jordan 1 highs, the Air Jordan 1 highs, bro. Shadow backboards are going to be 5 times hype. More high. They're going to have 5 times more hype than the UNC's. In my personal opinion. Whatever happened to sneakers live stream? I don't know. They got rid of that. They got rid of that, bro. They got rid of that. The whole live stream on like showing like and leaking or showing all the early stuff that's supposed to set to drop for like the summer or spring. They stopped doing that shit. I don't know what happened to that, to be honest with you. I do not know what happened with that. Yeah, stock numbers matter 100%. I'm not saying it doesn't, but for the UNC specifically, like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, the thing is with the UNCs, there was social media, my personal opinion, took a huge toll on that shoe. Because no one knew what the stock numbers were gonna be on UNC's until maybe like a week before the actual drop. Like, the UNC Jordan 1 highs were already getting a ton of criticism already because of how the shoe looked like, how they executed the shoe. And obviously a lot of social media outlets were like criticizing the pictures on Sneakers app that lost a lot of people's interest. And obviously, clearly with the resale price, it was already going for under retail before it dropped. You feel me? So like, stock numbers in a way does matter, but absolutely people will look at StockX before they even know the stock numbers of the UNCs. Like, no one knew what the stock numbers were. They just saw like, all right, UNC's already at retail. I don't want them. Like, that's normally how it goes. If they made the same amount of UNC's, but there's like levels to it though. There's categories to it. What up, Going Ghost? There's like categories to it. Like, it comes down to the colorway, hype, demand, resale, and stock numbers. I mean, there's a lot of categories you could think of. Because the thing is, Dougal, bro. Dougal, listen. UNC, you said the UNC ones, right? Because of stock. Once again, the Air Jordan 5 black metallics had probably 5 times more inventory than the UNC ones. Like, there was a shitload of those 5s everywhere. A shitload. But they're going for almost like 400. They're like touching $400. So clearly, like I said, that's what I'm saying. There's like categories to it. It's like, all right, let's see how much they're going for. Obviously, people are looking at StockX first. They're going for like $300, low $300, right? Obviously, black metallic 5s. Social media didn't have, there was not many criticism on the Jordan 5s. Everybody wanted these 5s. There's nothing wrong with them. There's no quality control. Probably one of the best Jordan 5 colorways to drop, and everyone was excited about it, right? Stock numbers were extremely high on the 5s, but I mean, there was not many, what's it called? I sold by for 420. 5s only had 30K stock, John DC says, but there was shitload in store. A shitload of them in store, though. I mean, that's 20,000 more than what? 20,000 less than the ones. I mean, there was still a shitload of pairs out there. A lot of people hit on these 5s, bro. You can't tell me that there was like a lot of L's on the Jordan 5s. There was a shitload of pairs on those 5s. You can't tell me there wasn't. The stock numbers on the 5s, there was a shitload of pairs of the 5s. You guys can't tell me there wasn't, bro. There was a shitload of them. They were just not in the Air Jordan 1 cycle of hype right now. Yeah, and they had like 2 restocks on the 5s. Well, to be fair, they only dropped like a couple thousand pairs on the 5s on that restock. There was not a whole lot of pairs when they did restock the shoe. A lot of people took L's too because the demand was extremely high, bro. That's what I'm saying, dude. It just depends. There's like levels to it, dude. There's absolutely levels to it. Because like, once again, I always ask you guys this. Does social media, right? Does social media outlets, like your favorite YouTubers, you know, social media and blogs, when they criticize sneakers, okay, like, it may not affect you in a way of your opinion about a shoe, but it will affect a lot of other people. Okay? When people are gassing up a shoe, some people be like, you know what? I'm going after them. I'm going after the shoe. I'm going after I like this shoe. You know what? This person's right. The shoe is nice. No quality control. The shoe's dope. The white laces pop on this Jordan 5. It's a nice sneaker. Like, it really, influence can make or break a sneaker. They really can. It may not affect you, right? It may not affect you, but it affects other degenerates out there. Listen, okay? It does. I mean, we got a bunch of degenerates out there. I'm a degenerate myself, okay? Listen. For instance, bro, when we started talking about Pokemon and everyone's seen like the Pokemon craze this year, guess what happened? And not only me, look what social media did. Look what social media did to Pokemon and card collectors. You had a ton, bro. All the resellers that I know on social media that I follow, all fucking buy Pokemon. Okay? Why? Because there's money to be made. Okay? Social media takes a huge part of a lot of things. They really do. People only want a shoe until they resale goes down. That makes an excuse as to why they don't want it. You know what? I don't know what really, controls, whether a shoe is going to go for this amount of money. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's be honest, what killed the UNCs was the pissy midsole. But the thing is, going goes, that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, when I'm not saying do I affect other people's opinion? Maybe. I might, right? When I criticized the UNC Jordan 1 highs, I mean, there were some people that agree with me, and there's some people, you know what, Raph, I'm still going after this shoe, right? Look at the Labubus. Nobody looked at that twice until the chick from Blackpink wore one on TV on the LV bag. And plus, there's obviously resale, right? Those are certain, like, bro, there's like my local resale shop is reselling Labubus, bro. Like, huh? Like, whatever it is that resells or whatever's trending, they're gonna jump on it, dude. It's how it goes. It's a chain. It's a chain, dude. So much that Adidas is releasing some sort of sole that allows you to wear cleats casually. I think the Mitchells, or the Mitchells, but mainly people don't want to spend money on Jordan's 1s and shadows. Well, I mean, like, obviously, I've been saying this too. Like, Jordan 1s are literally Jordan brand and Nike's bread and butter. Like, they're literally their bread and butter. Like, every single year, there's always some sort of Jordan 1 high that's going to be releasing on the Nike sneakers app. That's literally their bread and butter. Is Jordan 1s. Right now, right? Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s. So I think it's the midsole that people don't like. They didn't mind it so much on the Union Shadows, so it's not just the midsole. I think it's also that people are tired of the Jordan 1s. Man, I don't think that is, bro. I don't think that's the case, bro. I don't think that's the case. I truly don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, bro. I don't think that's the case because no one was feeling that way towards the unions. And that's why I was saying, bro, once again, it just depends how the shoe low key is treated. Okay. Because, like, that's the thing. Like, all of a sudden, everybody was criticizing the UNCs. It's like, oh, like, these UNCs are trash. Jordan 1s are dead. No one wants Jordan 1s draft no more. But I've been mentioning this. It's like, well, no one had that same energy about unions. Like, it's easy to say where the shoe is already down. It's like, why beat someone up if they're already down, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why tear them down if they're already down? Like, that was the UNC. But, like, no one was having this energy during unions. Like, right? I mean, before that, it's like, oh, unions were dead, Raph. Or, no, excuse me. Not unions, excuse me. Jordan 1s are dead. Nobody wears Jordan 1 highs. This. Like, Jordan 1 this, Jordan 1 that. Bro, when Union Jordan 1s came out, that shit got everybody on a chokehold. All right? Come on, man. You can't tell me that Unions was one of the most hypest Jordans to drop this year in 2025. Like, everybody, so many people were on a mountain if they hit on Unions. All right? Like, they did. They did. Unions were... You were like the king of the rock, bro, if you hit unions. All right? We're going to get the same thing with UNCs, bro. Not the UNCs, but the Off-Whites. But obviously people are like, "Oh, well, Raph, this is a collab." Yeah, but it's still a Jordan 1. It's still a Jordan 1, man. It's still a Jordan 1. I heard Chicago 1 lows ain't coming with the big swoosh. Man, they better come with the big swoosh. I'm going to be devastated. But it don't matter, man. I'll still be there, though. UNC's down until some rapper of the famous celebrity wears them. That's how it is. Release too many lame colorways. Broken clock. Write twice a day. Might hit here and there, but otherwise dead, Roman says. I don't know, man. Like, I just truly don't think, thing is that I don't think Nike will stop making, I don't think they'll stop making Jordan 1 highs. Like, that's literally their bread and butter is Jordan 1 highs. There's just no way that Nike stops making Jordan 1 highs. There's just no way. Like, there's always a new colorway or they're bringing back another colorway. You know what I mean? Jordan 1s aren't on people's feet right now in the wild. Runners era for now. Wait. What? Jordan 1s aren't on people's feet? Dude, there's Jordan 1s everywhere. Stop. I mean, I agree that there's a lot of runners, for sure. Like New Balances, maybe some Vomeros or something. Yeah, I agree with that. But, like, I still see a whole lot of people wearing Jordan 1 highs, bro. Jordan 1 mids, too. You still see a lot of people rocking Jordan 1s, bro. There's still a lot of people. You can't tell me that there's not. There's still a shitload of people out there wearing Jordan 1 highs. We've had this conversation multiple times. Shout out backboards. Absolutely. I'll be there, bro. I'm there. I'm still there, bro. I'm still there. Jordan 1 high. Shout out backboards. I will be there. You snooze, you lose. Okay? If you ain't there, that's fine too, because I'll be there no matter what. I'll be there no matter what. Remember I told y'all? I'll be there no matter what. What up, sneaker degenerate? What up, dude? Morning. I'll be there no matter what. These go under retail. Raph, why are you buying these bricks, Raph? They're under retail. I'll be there no matter what. Raph, they're not going for anything in the resale market. I'll be there no matter what. There's nothing like that leather from 2015, 2020. Dude, at the end of the day, bro, it's still a shadow backboard, bro. I need this shoe. I need this shoe. Raffy, white cement, Jordan 4s are gonna tank. I'll be there no matter what, bro. You know how much criticism? You know how many people criticize me about going for the military blues? I'm still gonna do that. I got so much shit for saying military. They're like, Raffy, military blue 4s, your sneaker of the year, bro. They're bricks. They're trash. I'll be there no matter what. I'll be there no matter what. Dude, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be my second year that I have a Air Jordan 4 as a sneaker of the year, bro. Like, people think it was like, oh, Raph, you're just doing that just so you could show that you like GRs. Bro, no. Like you weren't even there. You weren't even there for the Air Jordan 4. You weren't even there. Like, listen, I don't want to explain myself, bro, but like, I'm telling you, like, this was 9 years ago. I had to explain to people, like, this is the reason why was my sneaker of the year. I got these on eBay, bro. This is 9 years ago that I filmed this. Like, a lot of the stories that I tell y'all, like about certain sneakers, like, I got shit to back up with it, bro. This was 2013, I think. Hold on. This was like 2013. I got these off eBay. Look how beat these were. That's why it's like certain shoes that I wanted back then, like, it's like it's nostalgia, bro. It's nostalgic to me. Like, I look back, like, man, I remember this, bro. I couldn't afford a dead stock pair. Like, I just couldn't, bro. And like, so I had to resort to, like, you know, other sources to like buy a shoe. Look how dirty this shoe was. Bro, I was so happy with this sneaker. I got this shoe for $120. Like, even though they were beat, like, I was like, bro, listen, obviously I wasn't thinking during the time. Like, I'm young, like, getting it, like, I thought $110 was a steal for a used pair. Bro, this would probably be like $20 in today's sneaker culture. Like, people just wouldn't understand, like, there's always a story behind a shoe with me. Like, when it comes to like a shoe, like, there's always a story behind it, bro. There always is. Like, people thought I was like, oh, you're just all into Yeezys. Like, you started collecting when it was Yeezys. No, bro, I was collecting Jordans, bro. I even smelt the shoe. Did you guys see that? I got like a nice little sniff. I fucking sniffed that damn. Oh, man. Like, I was all Jordan Nike, bro. Like, my favorite Jordan silhouettes growing up was Jordan 6s, Jordan 5s, Jordan 11s. I was not a big Jordan 1 High fan. I wasn't until the breads came out. And I was like, damn, those breads are sick. That was back in 2015. But I was always a huge Jordan. Clearly, I had Jordan 11s. I had the Concords, Gammas, the Columbia 11s during that time. I had the Bread 2013 pair. Like, I had a shitload of stuff, dude. Like, that's why I cleaned it up. I was working at Champs here. Phil, you're African for the white cement 4s back in 2015, and I wanted them so bad, Steve says. I do. I can't believe I sniffed that shoe, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, man, like, there's a lot of content that I used to have that I took down because, I mean, there was only certain stuff, like, that I kept. But like, this was the reason why I tell everyone, this is the reason why military blue 4s was my sneaker of the year last year. Just one of those shoes that I really wanted bad. And bro, I ended up getting rid of this shoe. I ended up getting rid of the sneaker. I ended up trading this shoe. You know what I traded this shoe for? I traded this shoe for Carmine 6s. I traded this shoe for Carmine 6s. I think I still have that vid. I traded that shoe for some Carmine 6s, bro. I think. No, I didn't. I don't know what I did. No, I don't know what I did to get that shoe. Now I forgot. Shit, I forgot. Look at this. I forgot what I did to get that Carmine 6. Look at this, bro. Hey, you guys see those displays at Champ Sports and Foot Locker? This is 2013. I took it home with me. I was working at Champs, bro. I was working at Champs, and like we would have to just throw away the displays. And my boss, I was like, yo, can I just take it home? Like, if we're going to throw it away, can I just take it home? They're like, yeah, I mean, it's not technically stealing. We're just going to throw it away. It's just a display. And they're like, yeah, you could take it home. So that's what I did. I took that bitch home, bro. I took the whole Adidas display home. I think I traded Bread 11 lows for this. I think. Bro, I was so geeked. So geeked for this Carmine 6. 8.5? What the hell was I thinking? I'm calling Corbin right now. Dude, I was taking that shit home. Carmine 6s, bro. I was a huge 6 guy. When I first started collecting, like when I was buying a lot of shoes, I was a huge 6 guy. I had these. I had the maroon 6s I always mentioned about. Those maroon 6s, I had like 4 pairs of those shits. Flipper Drip for the re-up. Appreciate it. And why I tell people why I wanted the Moonwalkers. I had a pair. I had the Moonwalkers. I told you guys I was collecting the Kobe 10s. I was a huge Kobe fan back then, dude. And I'm still a huge Kobe fan. Like, these are the Kobe Easters I was telling you guys about that I owned. And then I told you guys about those Moonwalkers that I want. These are releasing this year, too. Look at the display. Look at the display. Look at the display I'm about to show. This was 2014, I think. Look at the display. I took it home. You remember when you used to walk? Remember you used to walk into Champs? They always have that display with like a box. And they put the shoes on top of it. I took that bitch home, bro. That's when Kevin Durant was still with OKC. I used it as the setup, bro. I took that bitch home. Look at that. Kevin Durant, when he was okay, I took the display home. I told y'all, bro. I don't be capping about this shit, dude. I took that bitch home. That's why I want the Moonwalkers. The Moonwalkers are a must cop, bro. It's just one of those shoes where like I grew up having, and then obviously I don't have a pair at all anymore. I got rid of it at some point in my life, and then now I want it back, bro. So they had you on camera stealing those boxes, bro. They don't care. We obviously got permission from our district manager too. That was okay, and he didn't care. So like this was definitely one of those like on feet action with the look at my on feet action, bro, for some Kobe's. Come on, bro. I don't be capping. I don't be capping, dude. Like before I started like, you know, fall in love with Yeezys, like it was all Jordans, bro. All Jordans. B-Town kicks, dude. What a guy. Look at me. Look at me. I love showing you guys these videos, bro. I've shown this videos like 3 times. Look how I had braces. I don't even know. I think I was like 19, 18 years old here. Look at me. Poison 5s, laser 1s, laser 4s, shadow 1s, a best Jordan 11, non-OG, 72 and 10s. What do I have in this side? Look. Look at this. Kobe 10s right here. I had more on the bottom. Cyber Monday 1s. I told you guys about those elites. Remember, I wasn't capping about that. You see those elites? Kobe 9 Elite highs. I told you guys I had that green pair. See, I had some green shoes. That used to squeak right here. These ones, Those are the Kobe 9 Elites. I had a pair. I had some maroon. There's the powder blue 10s. My dad got me those. CP3 13s. There was that point. Look how many maroon 6s I had. I had 2 more on this bottom shelf. 2 pairs. I think both of them are still dead stock. Aqua 8s. Look, you guys know I've been a Niner fan for so long. Look, I got a Niner hat up there, so you don't think that I'm bandwagon. Look, 49er hat up there. I still have the 72 and 10s leather quality on those 11s are extremely high quality. It's so good. Like, so good. No gains then? Dude, I was skinny as shit, bro. I think I was like 113 pounds. I think it was like 113 pounds, bro. Best non-OG Space Jam 11s, respectfully. Man, I wish I had other stuff. Like, this was my very first... I think this might have been my second best sneaker W. Was the OVO 10s. OVO 10s. You guys remember OVO 10s? OVO 10s, OVO 12s. Yo, G-Face, I told you I was a huge 13 guy, bro. Like, at some point in my life, bro, I just love 13s. 13, 6s, like, I copped everything, dude. Like, Jordan 1s weren't, like, my most ideal Jordan to buy. But, like, Jordan, I mean, I had a good amount of Jordan 1 highs. But, like, dude, Jordan 13s, 11s, like... Obviously, Kobe's, like, I mean, everything was just, like, anything that was really comfortable I was rocking. Like, my Aqua 8s at the time, bro, I was rocking the shit out of those, dude. A load of those, dude. They're so nice, bro. So nice. I think there's a video on YouTube, which I don't have it on public, where, like, this is when I just had moved back to from San Diego. And, like, I found out that I was, we were going to have baby Rose. And where is it? Oh, man, I remember this. The Just Dawn 2s unboxing from Goat App. Oh, man. Damn. Were you a baller, if that makes sense? The ankle support straight to toe says. Wait, what? Yo, I was buying a lot of Kobe's during the time because I was in this church league. I was in a church league. Like, I was actually playing basketball. I was in a church league. Yeah, make sure you guys run it up. Hit that like button, bro. Here, let me show you guys this one video. This one, the last one right here. Oh, man. What the hell, bro? I'm young as hell. Oh, man. I had hair. Bro, I was in that NMD vibe too. See, bro, where's G-Face at, bro? Look at my 13s back there, bro. I had those red and white 13s, the CP3 13s. I had the shadows. I had the breads, the all-star 1s, gammas, bread 11s back there. God damn. So this was when me announcing that I was having a kid, bro. I had hair. Look at my hair, bro. I had the comb over. Evil Rav. Dude, look how skinny I look. I still have. Listen, I still had glasses, bro. Bro, I told you I was raw. This was the Belugas 2.0s. Look at this quality. Damn. Yeah, I had some stuff back there, bro. I had some stuff back there, bro. I've been before the whole Yeezy wave, dude. I was all Jordan, bro. Bluebird, what up? You look so Filipino here. Ah, man. I think I was 21 here, or 22. Man, I had a lot of hair. You look completely different. Oh, absolutely, bro. I look so skinny here. Super skinny. Here, like, I'll show you guys some vids, dude. I mean, it's Monday, chat. Make sure you guys run it up. Hit that like button. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as always. Told you guys, man, it was all... That's why I told y'all, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm all Nike and Jordan. That's in my blood, dude. Nike and Jordan. Like, that's how I all started. And Air Force One. Like, if I could find, like, my old pictures of me as a kid when I had the Laney 5s on feet. That was my very first Jordan that I had in my sneaker collection. And then Air Force Ones. Air Force Ones, like, was my shoe, bro. That was my sneaker, dude. That was my sneaker. Man, dude. Holy snaps, dude. These were like videos that I made in the process of my girl, you know, being pregnant, dude. Hold on. Look at this. Check this out. Off-white Prestos. Oh man, if you want to talk about like off-white sneakers, this is one shoe that I wish that I still had. This is one shoe that I wish I never got rid of. Off-white Prestos, the all black pair, so fire. Anybody still got a pair of these? Makes me want to look through my old pics, dude. That's why I keep some of the videos that I have, bro. Like, I was driving a Kia Optima during this time. You look like a young Manny Pacquiao. Is crazy. I did see Manny Pacquiao's gonna fight in July. Damn, look at myself, bro. Look at me. Look at my goofy ass, dude. Look, you could see my neck, bro. Look at me, bro. What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Yo, shout out to the wife, bro. Oh my gosh. Look at baby Rose, bro. Well, actually, I cut my hair. Look at baby Rose, bro. Look at baby Rose. Look at baby Rose. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Look at baby Rose, bro. Baby Rose was like a couple months old. Now she's 7. So crazy, bro. Still had them lips. Oh my gosh. Golly. Baby Rose had a lot of hair when she was a baby, bro. Like a lot of hair. Look at all that hair. Little Raph. No, she looked just like her mama. Rose looks just like her mom, bro. Looks just like her mom. Riley, just like me. That's my little twin. But damn, dude. Just going back to like some of these videos, I'm like, holy shit. Look at this one. Hold on. This is when I was doing giveaways. Bro, look at that shit. Look at that background. The hell's going on back there? The UNC Jordan 11 Lows True Blue 3s. Yeezy V1s. Oh my gosh. Bro, I haven't watched these videos in so long. Look at me wearing like zebras. Shout out to Jeffrey. Thank you so much for the 7-month re-up. Where's the video from the Diddy party, Raph? That's so crazy. This was my old store that I used to work at. Shout out to my boy Jeffrey. What the hell are those? This was the old store that I originally worked at in Washington. And I went to go visit. Jordan 10s. Ugh, god damn. NMDs were sitting. Ultra Boost. That's my boy David. Shout out my boy David, bruh. LeBrons. Dude, I was not a fan of LeBrons like that, dude. Dad. Champ doesn't have anything. Yeah, this Champ Sports suck. Happy earlier Father's Day, Bam Black says. You look 20 pounds lighter back then. I was, dude. I was like 140. like 135, 140. Now I weigh 165. That's what happens, bro. That's what happens. I mean, the best off-white sneaker ever. Can't believe you're a grown man. Be crying about you when you've been doing your thing for a long minute. Florida says, dude. Yeah, man. Listen, like I'm sure a lot of you guys have been collecting longer than me, dude. Like, I mean, I'm about to be 30 this year. So like during those videos, bro, I was like 20. I was only 22, 21, I think 21, 22. Now I'm about to hit 30. Those are old ass videos. Old ass videos, bro. Any more kids? Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about this yesterday. I was telling the wife last night that I wanted another kid. Like, I'm ready for another little one. So, we've been talking about it, but we got to get a bigger home. Like, I would say this, like, if my lease is over, I don't know. I think my lease is done in like October or November, I think. If we could get a 2-bedroom or if we end up getting a home, listen, oh boy. Sneaker Addict for the 2, Monday, May 12th at 12 p.m. Eastern time is what? Cause 1? Wait, what? Shamo Boy is the Sneaker Addict for the 2, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that dono. We ain't the collection family, dude. The day that I share that I'm about to have a kid with you guys, I don't know, bro. That would be like my first ever like sharing anything big news like that with you guys if I end up having a kid. You guys already know. Listen, if I get a 2-bedroom apartment or if I end up getting a house this year, which I doubt it, then listen, you guys already know what time it is. All right? Is about to go down and you need a Honda van, dude. Well, we already got 2 cars. The wifey wants a freaking Tesla. So I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens, bro. We'll see what happens. Cause figure drops at 9 a.m. Oh, is that what he's saying? Is that what you're saying? Cause figures? I don't really do cause figures. To be honest with you, are you going to be go like they do on the Discovery Channel? No. What? Pray you get it. I mean, we'll see, bro. We'll see. You know, I always tell people it's like, yo, Rob, what do you want, a boy? Do you want a girl? Of course, I mean, of course you have a boy, but at the end of the day, it's like, as long as my baby is healthy, that's all that matters. If it's a girl or boy, it don't matter, bro. I got another little one running around my house. So wait, you only have 1 bedroom now? Where are y'all sleeping? In the bedroom? We're also gonna sleep. Get the new Sienna van, Mike says. Yeah, like when we first moved out here, like I said, I only had literally a 2-week turnaround. So like a lot of the apartment complexes were like, every time I applied with one, like before we were supposed to get this one, we applied for a 3-bedroom apartment. But then like they took so long to get back at me. So I was like, what do I do at this point? Like, I'm like, dude, I have literally a week and a half left that I'm about to move out to Vegas, and these freaking apartment complexes weren't even hitting me up. So I was like, I told the wife, I was like, listen, we might have to like freaking eat money and like apply to somewhere else because it costs to apply to apartments. So like both applications were like $80 to apply. We're like, we got to do it. We got to risk it. And so we just grabbed anything we saw, and this was the one that called us first. So that is the reason why we got stuck with the 1 bedroom apartment. If you just want company, I'll just move in, Rami says. No thanks, Rami. Brand Flakes, what up? What up, Brandon? What's good? He says, Stinky, what up, Brandon? I mean, as long as they're healthy. Facts, dude. Get her a Tesla and get yourself a nice SUV, Straight to Toe says. Well, before we moved out here, we had the Honda Santa Fe. That was our SUV, and then we got rid of it. Which I was like, man, we shouldn't have got rid of that car, because we ended up getting the Honda Accord, and then we had our SUV, and then before we moved out here, we sold it to the dealership, and so I was like, there's no way that we're driving 2 cars down to Vegas, so I had to do something, bro. I had to do something. You gotta save money for your house. You gotta save for your house anyways. Bluebird says facts. House coming soon. Facts, Brandon. I know where you can live. We got Brandon and we got Ryan in the motherfucking building. What up, Ryan? I know where you can live. You're sick, bro. Yeah. Oh man, dude. So stupid. If I said my opinion on Tesla, I'd likely go unwanted or bro, listen. I don't necessarily want a Tesla. Like, I think Teslas are like whatever. I feel like they're overrated. But like, bro, I see people, these goofballs, like, I mean, not goofballs, but there's people in the Target arguing over who gets the charger first. I've seen that a couple times at Target. I'm like, ain't no way these motherfuckers are arguing who gets the. I was like, I was here first. I'm here first, bro. Dead ass arguing in the parking lot who was gonna get the charger first. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. I was like, this is when I run out of gas, dude. I run gas, dude. Run gas. Blueberry Meadows is crazy. Cybertruck and GTR after the house, because she says, bro, literally, I saw that one time in the morning too, in the early morning, because sometimes I drop my daughter off. I'll go to Target, and then I was like, all right, let me see if there's Pokemon restocks. And then you got these two grown motherfuckers, grown folks, just arguing over the charger. Full as hell, dude. Full line. People waiting for it. I'm like, damn, this early? If you don't get a home charger, it's not worth it. Yeah. Gas all day too legit says. Yeah, they say go Tesla, but I don't know if I want to do that. So we'll see. I will see. It's like literally like all the cars that we have now are fine. Like, I love my Accord. The wifey, dude, my girl only uses her car like once a month. So arguing over a charger is crazy. Finesse says it'll be like that, bro. It'll be like that sometimes. It'll definitely be like that for sure. So, but make sure you guys run it up, hit that like button, man. Let's get to 250 likes. I appreciate you guys letting me share my stories and all that bullshit here on the stream. Tomorrow, I think we have what? Tomorrow we have the EA exclusive access. Let me see. I think we got EA tomorrow, possibly EA for the 12s. All right. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys is anybody going for the Mellow 12s this Saturday? It looks like EA is going down this week. All right. I rented a Tesla in Cali, got to a rest stop to charge up. Had to wait an hour just for a charger to open up, then another 45 minutes to charge. Almost ran out of juice waiting. The AC shut off, Rami says. You see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's why I'd rather have gas, dude. Just, I don't want to go through that. Bro, even here, out here in my apartment complex, there's only like 2 chargers. And there's people that complain that like people always charging the same car every single day. It's like, well, you snooze, you lose. Justine and wifey are going to be arguing a lot. Facts, Jake B. Big facts. Are you streaming for the Yachty's Air Force Ones? I need a 9. Lil Yachty's dropping another Air Force One. I didn't even know that. I want the Mellows, but I think I'm going to pass on all. So all my money goes to all the pairs of white cement 4s I want. Hey, man, listen, once again, white cement Jordan 4 is possibly an exclusive access sometime this week, bro. All right, sometime this week. We got exclusive access going down. I want the Mellows, but I think I'm going to pass. I drive one every day. These bozos that don't know how to battery works, complaining about it. My car charges while I sleep, Assad says. Yeah, you would think that. It's like, bro, why don't you charge your car while you're sleeping so you don't have to worry about charging your car during the day? I don't know. Man. I don't know. Some people don't think that way. Well, it just depends on people's schedule too. Right? Like maybe some people, I don't know, dude. I don't know what people's thinking. I've never been behind the wheel of an electric vehicle, thankfully, Straight to Toe says. Maybe sure you get an extended warranty for a Tesla. New battery goes 10K plus. Because she still says for a Tesla battery, is that really how much it costs for a Tesla battery if you replace it is $10,000 plus? I want the Mellows, and I prefer the bright cactus Jaxx over the blue ones coming up. There you go. Yeah, I would agree with that one. I like the Jumpman Jacks over the Field Jacks for sure. It's the same thing when people say, why didn't I get gas last night? John DC says that's true. But the thing is, like, the difference between, like, you know, electric car versus gas is that, like, with gas, it like takes a couple minutes to gas your car versus charging your vehicle. That takes like 45 to an hour to charge. I don't know how long it takes to fully charge a Tesla, but I'm sure you could probably get gas faster than to charge a electric car. I'm sure, but I guess it's just your time, right? It's like, all right, well, if I'm at like 10%, I might as well charge it now. 5 minutes at a gas station and 1 hour to charge. But obviously the difference is between that too, Tito Kicks, is that, like, obviously you're paying a whole lot of money on gas versus, like, you know, time that you lose on charging your vehicle, but you still save a whole lot of money, right? So supercharge takes me 30 minutes to 0 to 100. You think you feeling the new Chase B Jumpman Jacks? They're okay, Rue. I mean, they're all right. They ain't crazy for me, but they're cool. The ratio of gas stations to charging stations dropping May 22nd. Let's see what we got. Oh, these ones. Brandon, you want these? The Lil Yachty Air Force Ones. These are the upcoming Lil Yachty Air Force Ones, chat. These are it. My coworker's late to work every day because he's charging his car. That's so crazy, bro. Yeah, man, can you join for a 9 for your boy? It looks like it's dropping on the 22nd. Looks like they're dropping on the 22nd, May 22nd for these. And I'm not going to lie. I am not a fan of these at all. Size 9 should be an easy cop, bro. Easy cop. Yeah, shorter time at the pump, but also shorter time on the road, King Leo says. Too much for me passing to legit says. Honestly, Brandon, like, I think this should be an easy cop, bro. You size 9, you're going to hit. You're going to hit, bro. You're going to hit. You're going to hit. Yo, did you guys see that video of, because I seen that Kai Cenat, he's doing like a whole like streaming university. Did you see that? Did you guys see that video? Dude, he roasted the shit out of Culture Kicks. I don't know if you guys seen that. He was like, wasn't this guy the one that's scamming? Oh man, dude called him out heavy. Easy pass, Dylan says. I don't give a about environment just as much as Ice Drivers Assad says. Do we know when these are dropping? According from Rami, what he said was May 22nd. May 22nd. They kind of give me like the Bape vibes. In a way. Like, this reminds me of Bape. Tesla's the hot heat is bad. A lot of batteries get burnt out. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Toof. Like, that's the reason why, like, during the summer, I'm like making sure that me and my girl's car is out of the freaking sun. Like, we have like these rooftop parking lots, and I'm definitely gonna be parked. Like, I don't even care for front row, dude. I really would care less, because at 110 degrees during the summer, yeah, I'm not trying to have my car like get all messed up. Because I've seen, like, when I first got my girl's car, I had to like change the window wipers, which obviously it's rare for her to use it anyways. And dude, I had to change it because the freaking rubber was like melted. I was like, yeah, I was like, this is probably from the heat. That's probably where it was from. I was like, dude, it was dead ass. It was like melted off. I was like, what kind of window wipers? What the hell? I'm talking Tesla in particular. Okay, just Tesla in general. I'm sure it probably definitely messes up the battery in a way, but some people just don't care sometimes too. Like the way some people treat their cars, it's like wow, this car is trash, or this company's trash. It's because the way you drive, dude. People don't know how to drive these days. My car accidentally coils itself off as soon as internal temperature is 100 degrees. Any chance you heard of when the field jacks might drop on Travis Scott website? Eric says probably either Thursday or probably Wednesday or Thursday. Eric, probably Wednesday or Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised if it's before that too. You just got to keep an eye on it. They'll definitely post it for sure. So I don't think it's gonna be like a big deal, to be honest with you, because like, I mean, demand's not extremely high on Jumpman Jacks, or excuse me, field jacks, but like, you'll know. Trust me. I'll definitely be live for it too, Eric. If you don't mind hitting that bell notification down below, you'll be notified when all my streams and my videos do go up. So if I stream, you know it's live. So I'll definitely keep an eye on it this week as well. So I appreciate that. Of course, Eric. Yeah, I see why people like Lil Yachty, but not me. Though not you, dude. His first Air Force Ones, I mean, they definitely sold out. There was a lot of people that want them, but like with this specific colorway, I'm not sure. So, no ding zone Raf, you're embracing the car guy in you. Straight to toe says, hey man, listen, tape vape off, put Yachty's on the shoe. It's like rebranding, getting rid of the old fans, bringing the new fans, have everybody thinking of the new silhouette when it's just rebranded. King Leo says 100%. So. These are fire because the colorway is different and loud. I mean, people like loud colors for sure. I mean, a lot of people like loud colors. So, like, once again, I wouldn't be surprised. There's probably a lot of Lil Yachty fans out there. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of Lil Yachty. Like, I'm not crazy. I don't really listen to his music either, but I'm sure there's people that were a fan of his first colorway of that Air Force One, which I personally think this Air Force One will most likely sell out as well. So, did Nike sue Bape? Time for Bape to return the favor, Rami says. These are fire because of the colorway. That's the lyrics from Eminem, Drew says. Cop for me. Yeah, I mean, it's a cop for some people, you know? Like, there's not much that you could do. Like, in my personal opinion, like, for this Air Force One, like, you have to just let the shoe do itself, like, do its thing. Like, have a simple fit on top, and then right here, Air Force One, just let it be loud. For the crop tee folks, Brandon, don't bring the crop tee in the stream, bro. People will roast the shit out of you, dude, in here. They already roast the shit out of me for having a crop tee. Oh, dude, trust. We got a lot of crop tee haters in here. Oh, I have a crop cutoff from Dark Sport. They're like, Rafi, what the fuck is that? Never like this mainstream stuff, Skinner says. Yeah, it's not for everybody, you know? So at the end of the day, it's like you like what you like. So it's either a cop or a drop for you. But for me, this is definitely a big pass. Air Force Ones, like I said, Air Force Ones are 100% like a shoe that I used to rock heavy. But some of you ain't built for this in life. Yeah, I like crop denim, Skinner says. Listen, I was shopping around the other day for some jorts. I never got an opportunity to try them on. I had both of my girls with me, so I didn't really have, time to try anything on. So I definitely need to get some jorts for the summer, for sure. Definitely need to get some jorts, chat. Crop works for Raf. It's like a normal size tee for him. Exactly, bro. I don't have to worry about nothing, dude. Don't have to go to Baby Gap, no nothing. I'm gonna be like, yup, got my crop tee. They built for me, and that's perfect, dude. So, but anyways, guys, dude, I'm gonna end the stream here. All right, I appreciate you guys. Once again, it's Happy Monday. I think I'm gonna get some content for you guys later today. So it should be a quiet week. It's a quiet week, but there might be some stuff that will pop up this week, probably. Maybe exclusive access on the Nike Sneakers app. Obviously, Travis Scott website shock drop on his site as well. So I'll have all that this week. So But I appreciate you guys once again. Obviously, exclusive access might go down tomorrow for the 12s. We'll be here. If anybody wants the mellow 12s, I'm here to support you guys. If anybody's going for the 12s. And then obviously nothing really happens not towards the end of the week. So happy Monday to all. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope everyone had a really great Mother's Day weekend. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as always. Hit that like button on the way out if you guys do not mind on doing that. Let's get to at least 250 likes, maybe close to 3. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day, man. I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. Car video is gonna come soon this week. Yes, sorry, I've been kind of slacking on that because I'm trying to see where I could implement that video into one of the videos this week. So I'll definitely have that sometime this week for that car vlog for sure. But you guys enjoy the rest of your week, man. I appreciate you guys. Have a great Monday. Don't work too hard. I know a lot of you guys can be dragging your feet. So, but I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Hit that like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out ya. Peace.
There's no denying what